So we still working on that. But anyways, what's going on, everybody? It's Deontay Tyrese. We got another episode of the pod, man, and we got Jerome Dillard back in the building for a second time, and I
Woo.
really appreciate this dude, man. Um, he was one of the people that's a part of my community that was basically telling me like, bro, just do it,
Mhm.
bro, just go ahead, move forward. What you waiting on? What you scared for? And he was
Facts.
actually not my first, but my second interview.
Mhm.
Um, that was posted under the page when I started Why You So Mysterious, and so uh, it's been some time. It's been over a year, and I just wanted to
Crazy.
get him back in the building. He's doing so much, and I told Rome the last time I lived my pop star dreams through him. Because Rome is the pop star in the groups, and so
Right.
Rome, how's it going, man?
Right.
What's
What's up,
new?
man? What's up, man? Yo, I appreciate you for having me, brother. This is like you said, it's been a year. I'm looking at you, I'm looking at the camera.
Either or,
All right, bet.
either or.
Yeah, man, it's been a year, bro. And so much has happened in a year, dog. Like, you feel me? From like, I mean, family is one, but
Mm,
the career, the physical, being in the gym,
yeah,
not being in the gym,
yeah.
it's a whole emotional roller coaster for real, man. But um, yeah, we here to talk, bro. So it's like whatever we feeling, man. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. I'm
Well,
here.
the way that I like to have the conversations, and
Hmm.
I like them to be like as natural as possible, because
Right.
it's like um when I get into my mode, I like to rap, man.
Right.
Sometimes I be catching myself because I can go on and on. Uh, but first and foremost, what's new? What
Mm,
is going on? What's new music for you?
yeah.
Have you traveled recently, or no? Or
Well, I haven't really traveled too much. I mean, just California, really. You know what I'm saying? But just I mean, I got 3 K-pop placements this year. Right.
now, what does that mean?
Right. So K-pop placements is Korean pop music, right? And Korean pop music is one of the fastest growing genres on the planet right now. With K-pop Demon Hunters, that genre is just taking over right now. And as a songwriter, as a singer-songwriter, K-pop songs are the songs that you want as far as placements. And the reason being is because they pay the most.
Really?
Yeah. So unless you got a record with Bruno Mars or, Lady Gaga, Die with a Smile, or Drake, Nokia, you're not really about to see no bread from songwriting from the American market.
Is it that bad?
It's that bad, bro. And I'm right. It's like I know some people who got some of the biggest placements, bro, or with some of the biggest artists like Glorilla, Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
the payout is not enough for them to like live. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, it could be a couple $1,000s, but it's not enough to like pay for a year's worth of rent, though.
So when you say a couple $1,000s, are we saying a couple $1,000s a month? Are we saying like,
Oh no, we talking about a couple $1,000s in general, and it took you maybe 3 to 6 months to get that check. Yeah, exactly. So,
wow,
like, even Snoop Dogg said he had a song that he was on and it reached 1 billion streams, and he only got paid like 45, $50,000.
wow.
1 billion streams. Now, again, we don't know what his percentage was. A
Hmm.
part of that, he could have had 10%, 5%. You don't know.
Right.
But he only got 45 to $50,000 from 1 billion streams. So if we are in a market as far as American songwriters and American artists, if those artists aren't getting 500 million streams to 1 billion streams, you're not seeing no real money, bro. They may
Mm.
throw you 5,000 or what I'm saying, something like that, but you're not really seeing no real money. So the whole point is that Korean music, they take physical album sales really seriously.
Yeah.
So they treat it like it's the 80s, the 90s, where like buying a actual album for $10, $15, you get a percentage of that as a songwriter.
Now, is that not something that still happens, especially like with like iTunes? Like if you didn't just stream it, and you was to like actually buy the tape, would that not be the same? Or
Well, the reason why it wouldn't be the same is because how can I put this? There's 0.004 cents that you would make off of a dollar per stream. Not even a penny per stream, bro.
That's nuts. That's
not
insane.
not even a penny per stream, a fraction of a penny, a fraction of a fraction, right? So
Mhm.
you get a million streams and the song probably made $3,500 to $4,000. I mean, $4,000 from a million streams,
Mm.
right? So if you got 10% of that song, then you only get $400
Yeah.
out of that,
Yeah.
and it got a million streams.
Now, is this still the
This is
case
streams. This is for American music.
for independent artists?
No, this is American music in general.
Ah.
Everybody, the big dogs, we rely on streams. We rely on streaming and Apple Music, and Apple Music pay more than everybody. They pay like, you get a million streams, you get $7,000
Yeah.
from that. So it's a lot more beneficial. That's why a lot of artists today like to push Apple Music more than Spotify.
Mhm.
But what I'm trying to say is that we rely on the digital aspect of stuff. Over there, they're still like a decade or two behind, bro. Whereas like they take the
buying the tapes.
actual tape serious. You feel me? So it's like you right over there. Yeah, they got it on Spotify and stuff like that, but they're creating an experience for the listener where it's like you get exclusive photos, pictures, stickers, action
Mm.
figures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It come with a whole experience, like a collection of an experience. So it's super beneficial for the top liners. The top liners is the songwriters, because they take that serious. So that's what I've been doing, and I got 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
So,
Now,
yeah.
so to piggyback off that, is it? Do you not find it funny? Thinking about, we in America. America is super capitalistic.
Yeah.
Product sale.
Yeah.
Why is that not a model that we have, or is that a question you just wouldn't have?
I would say the reason why we don't have that model, honestly, you know what? That's actually a really good question, bro. Like, what made us stop selling physical album sales? I think if the first answer that comes to mind is probably because the amount of additional money that it takes to produce an album.
Okay.
You have to pay for the CDs, you have to pay for the vinyls,
Mhm.
you have to pay for a million different cover arts, for a million different CDs. If it sells a million different CDs,
Yeah.
like it's just a crazy expense that come with that. Versus, hey, I'm about to drop an album tomorrow. I can digitally make the cover art and I can put it through DistroKid or United Masters and it'll be up in 24 hours.
Okay.
No price. I didn't have to spend any additional budget on physical album sales. So that's the first thing that come to mind on why we stopped doing that. But yeah, you see where that got us though.
Yeah, that's such a crazy place because for me
Uh-huh.
personally, I care more about um the digital media,
Yeah.
especially because like the few like vinyls that I have, like I had started a vinyl collection, and the
Mhm.
few that I have, the digital or the physical copies have like versions or they have like additions to it that you don't get
Yeah.
from the digital. And I was because the one that I was listening to, two of my favorites. Uh, I have the Take Care vinyl. I have
Nice.
the Edgar vinyl,
Nice.
and they have like different interludes and different songs that are not on the digital at all.
Oh,
And I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
"Nigga,
Right, right.
what am I listening to?" You know
That's crazy.
what I'm saying? So it's like
I didn't know that. That's nuts.
if you I can get it. It's in my storage,
Mhm.
but yeah, they're like extra songs or like a song or two that is added in, and while it doesn't come with like as much posters and stuff like that, they
Right.
do have like things in there to give to you that you could hang up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like
Right.
you know, I care about that stuff. Now I don't know about if I'm getting a CD,
Right.
but a vinyl I can rock out with.
Right. Right. Yeah. And it's crazy. I don't even think. I think that's exactly what it is. It's the experience when you fan out over certain artists. It's like I know I can listen to it on YouTube. I know I can listen to it on Spotify or something, but it's like I really connect with this artist, and this artist, I want every part of this artist that I could possibly have, if possible.
Yeah.
And that's where those stickers come from. Those extra interludes that that you don't expect. Those just making it more personalized for the consumer who actually cares. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's personally something I'm on the fence about it. I think obviously if you can afford it,
Hmm.
it would be very beneficial for Americans to start doing that
Gotcha.
again. But as an independent artist, and as the independency of artists is growing more and more every day, we don't really have the money to produce a million different vinyls or CDs for people.
Gotcha.
That's like a million. That's $10 million. You buy, what I'm saying, a pack of
Yeah.
CDs at $5 a head, and it's 100 CDs in there. You got to burn the graphics on the CDs. That's just doing too much, bro. We don't have warehouses for that, bro. So it's actually beneficial for people like me who are independent artists and freelance songwriters, that we don't have to worry about that. But I'll be lying to you if I said that these guys aren't thriving over there from
Yeah.
doing that. But they got crazy backends though, bro. Like,
So, have you visited Korea?
no, I haven't been to Korea yet. I'm going to. I was supposed to go to Korea for a songwriting camp, and I'm gonna go out there sometime next year. But so I'm excited for that. But I haven't been there yet. I've only been to China.
Okay.
I only
Gotcha.
know the music scene through those people, but I've never actually been to the capital of where K-pop music comes from, which I'm excited about that though.
Okay. And just one more last question with that.
Yeah,
When you say 3 song placements,
yeah.
is that 3 songs, or are you saying like,
Yeah, it's 3 songs. So I got, and it's all from the boys right now. The
okay,
boys, shout out to the boys, man. Shout out to Santina, all them great people, man. My
yeah,
brother
yeah,
John,
yeah,
I know
yeah,
you
yeah,
feel me, gotta drop it.
yeah.
But yeah, man. The boys, Starry Night, Ain't Salty, and then they lead single to the Effect album, which was Stylish.
Hmm.
So to get a lead single, to get a K-pop placement is one thing, but to get the lead single
Yeah.
on an album with a K-pop group, it's like crazy. Where it's like, man, I don't even think that sink in to me to this day on like how crazy that is. Like these dudes perform. Like I made the 2 songs, Ain't Salty and Stylish, they took on a world tour, right? So
Yeah.
they on a world tour performing these songs, which is so crazy to me because it's just like millions of people hear these records. And as a songwriter, you get paid for live performance.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Performances too. So with Chris Brown, if he go on a world tour or a stadium tour and the songs that you wrote is a part of his set list,
Mhm.
you'll get a
Residuals.
residual
Yeah.
income for him performing that on stage. So it's some crazy stuff, man, with this stuff that I'm still learning as I go. But this year alone has been so crazy where I'm just like, geez, this is getting crazy, dog.
So it seems like you've been home more. How's
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, I've been home, man. That's a funny question. That's one of those questions where it's just like, bro, like you got to be a certain type of interviewer to say something like that. That's what's up, though.
You,
But
you know, I for the people, you know what I'm saying?
no, but actually, yeah, I have been home more.
Look, I don't know if Jerome understands like how much I keep up with him, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, with everything that he does. I because of like when it comes to like support, right? I think when you can support and see something grow from the ground up,
Mm,
and I can't say I was there from the beginning, but
yeah,
I know this is not our end.
yeah,
This is not our
of
end.
course not.
And so I am just there to support as much as I can, however I can, why ever. And that's also why, I wanted to bring you on a platform.
Mm,
I'm in a different space. I'm not so much music, but like conversation, and I'm trying to expand to like such a place. And so and how I see it, you're much more than the artist that people see you.
mm.
I do believe that you're very intelligent, your intellect,
Thank you, bro.
your dad, your husband, you're young,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing all these things, and you're on your way to being a star. And it's like, you seeking God. Like
Yeah.
there's so much more that I'm doing my best to expose more people to. And
Man,
so,
that's
you know,
love, brother.
I do watch you.
That's love,
I'm
man. But
I'm
yeah,
watching.
hey,
I'm
hey,
watching.
that's love, man. I really, man, I was about to go on the whole spill about you, but I say that to the end. I say that to the end. I
Hey,
say it to the
that's
end.
love.
I say it to the end.
And when it comes, I think I need it because sometimes I've realized as of recent, like I've psyched myself out of a place
Hmm.
that I know I can be in.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I wanted to go into. Um like and I know I've taken a turn.
Hmm.
I don't even know where we were, but
Yeah. It's all good. That's what we're here for.
like how did you deal with fear?
How did I deal with fear? Oh
Because
man.
I think that's one of those things where it's like you've been on stage, you've been
Hmm.
in a different country.
Yeah.
I've been on stage in this country, not on a
Yeah.
big stage, but I've been on stage.
Yeah.
And had it not been for like the additives that I had in that moment, I don't know if I could do it regular. Because I've been in situations where like
Mm.
you could be at the crib and you can sing to the
Yeah.
top of your lungs and you'd be all right.
Right.
But there were times where like I remember my legs wouldn't move. Like I'm like, what's wrong with me? I'm
Right.
trying to do karaoke in front of people that I don't necessarily know. But I'm like, I know this song, I'm good, and my legs won't move. What is happening?
That is funny. I'm sorry, bro. That
You good.
how you said
You
it is
know,
funny. But
with where I am at, I am coming to you guys to be as transparent as I can.
facts.
I think that is something that I'm really working on in like all areas of my life. And so I knew this space would be a space that would help me.
Mm.
And so here I am. I feel like if I could be honest in this space, I could be honest in any space.
Real talk.
And I realized that you need certain qualities
Hmm.
uh, in life. And so
Yeah.
transparency, here it is.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
How did you
Okay.
deal with fear?
So
Or
the
how are
transfer.
you dealing with fear?
Okay, that's a great question, man. So the transparency is, bro, is that I was. I don't want this to sound like no cliche story or nothing like that, but the truth is, bro, I was bullied growing up, bro.
I'm sorry.
You're wild. You're
Sorry.
wild. It's wild, bro. See, that's why I ain't want to. You talking about transparency, bro?
Bro,
I'm saying, okay. See, you started it. You started it. You brought up fear. You brought up all this other stuff. I was like, bro, I'm about to laugh, bro. But now, if you want transparency, I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna
bro,
take it there.
bro. I'm so sorry. Look, okay, before he gets into his story,
Cause man, this
the
funny.
time that I that I was afraid to do karaoke, I was at my friend's Eli house,
Oh,
and for whatever reason, Eli wouldn't sing the karaoke. And I was like, man, forget this.
right.
So his wife had turned on some Lil Wayne song, and I swear to God, my legs would not move. I felt like the Tin Man with no oil,
That
and
is
I'm in
wild.
front of people, and I'm like stumbling, bro. I know this song. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't even think they knew how nervous I was, but it wasn't even that big. So I
That's
think I had
funny.
drank some more, and I was fine.
Yeah.
But anyways,
That's funny,
that made
man.
me think of if you seen that Breakfast Club interview with Donna
Oh yeah.
Rose.
He was like,
He
he
was
was
like,
like, he was like, now don't laugh, don't laugh. But wait, what did he say?
when I grew up.
uh, when you start up a sitting like that, bro, it's just like you can't not laugh, bro. So I expected that. I'm actually happy you laughed, bro, because I would have laughed too if you said it on some real stuff.
It was the way
No.
that you prefaced it. You should have just got into it.
Like, so, anyways, bro, the bullying, whatever. Feel
You
me?
were bullied.
Yeah, real talk, man. And it's like,
Well, they were hating on you because you were like light skinned with green eyes.
yeah, it's the like, oh, his eyes fake, oh, he gay, oh, he sing, oh, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, all right, bro, young dude in Detroit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else, think they could sing, think they could do this. And it probably was because I couldn't really sing and I was singing all the time. I probably irritated people. You know what I'm saying? But like girls get out of my face. You can't sing, boy. Get out of my face. You know, all this other stuff. But it got to a point where I'm just like, yo, like y'all people will count you out, bro.
Yeah.
And you will start to really feel that way after a while.
Mhm.
Where it's just like, yo, it's not even about singing no more, bro. It's about confidence at this point.
Yeah.
Like y'all making me lose confidence in myself, dog. Like, you know, you got so many people that's like, oh, you all right, you this, you that. And then it's just like, bro, after a while, like you really gotta make a decision, bro, where it's like, I had to fake it till I made it, bro. Where
Yeah.
it's like, I'm doing this scared in a mug. I'm doing this nervous. I'm doing this like people don't even know my heart beating super fast, but it's just like I'm proving it to myself, not to y'all.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to prove to myself right now that I am who I think I am. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And it took years to get to the point where I'm able to, you know, what's some of the biggest, like, you know, opening up for Tusi. I probably say that was like the craziest show that I had because it was like 1,200 people out there, bro, and I was singing my own songs.
Yeah.
Now it's one thing to go in Allegiant Stadium like or Thomas and Mack and sing the national anthem in front of 15,000 people. Like that would get to you too.
Yeah.
But I'm singing the national anthem though. Like I never took that serious. Like it's a bunch of people out here, but it's like I'm not the only person who sung the national anthem. It's been people that butchered the national anthem, like absolutely. Fergie, no shade, but it's like, bro, I'm not about to do worse than that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no fear when it comes down to that. But when you sing your own songs, sometimes it could be a little bit more of a fear. I know some people will swap it around, like, nah, you should be more scared singing the national anthem than your own songs. But to me, it's a little different because it's like I'm giving you a real piece of me
Yeah.
that nobody's heard before because it's coming from me. And I don't know how y'all gonna react. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where people could be like, oh, this guy stinks. You know what I'm saying? Get
And
him out of here.
I think that would be like even worse, you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing and like people don't know the words, so they're not really rocking with it,
Right.
and it's awkward. Like
Right. So I still maneuver through fear to this day.
Mhm.
And people don't think like when I perform or when I do like even when I do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not gonna lie, it was nerves that I had to get through, and that's why I started that conversation
yeah,
because like I was trying to like work myself through it
yeah.
because for me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could say it was like people.
Yeah.
It might have been people growing up,
Yeah.
bullying me.
Yeah.
Um, you know, like,
All right.
can you don't do that?
You're wild.
I'm trying to share.
All right, go ahead.
So I was bullied as a kid.
You're wild. All right, go ahead. All right. Seriously.
It's I've really been working on. I really been trying to work on my skills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just told this job that I could be very empathetic,
Yeah.
and so I'm doing my best.
Right.
But real talk, you know,
Yeah.
I was bullied as a kid because I had big eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and that was always like a hurdle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was always like mixed reviews. You have people say, "Oh, you got big pretty eyes,"
Yeah.
and then you have people say, "Oh, this big eye." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
Right.
I remember one time I was on the bus and I got caught laughing too hard, and it was like, "I know you not laughing, possum eyes." Bro called me possum eyes, and I couldn't live possum eyes down for a while.
That's crazy.
But I say all that to say, man,
Possums don't even got eyes that stick out, do they?
I don't think so.
No, they don't, bro.
But
That don't
everybody
even
thought
make
that was
sense.
funny. Everybody thought that was funny. Possum eyes.
Nah,
Yeah.
that like thinking about it as an adult is like, bro,
It was stupid.
possums don't even like. You know what I'm saying? All right.
But
Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm with you though. I'm with you.
I was saying all that to say, man, it's crazy how fear and things, show up differently in different people's lives.
Mm,
And it's crazy how, you know, you can take that choice to use that as fuel,
mm,
or, that's just a thing that like holds you back.
yeah,
And I think it's a really beautiful story that you use that as fuel to, keep going.
yeah.
Now, I did have a question, right? When you say
Mm.
you couldn't sing, what do you mean?
So what I mean is that
Did you like go to like a singing coach?
no, 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 no. It's all self-taught. Like just listening to Michael Jackson and my favorite artists, trying to mimic them and stuff like that. I didn't officially get involved in choir till like the end of high school, like
So are you
sophomore
saying it's
year.
not too late for me?
Oh yeah, no, it's not too late. It's not too late for nobody to learn how to sing. Nobody, bro. As long as you still living, bro. If you take it serious
Hmm.
as much as the person who actually sings every day, and
Hmm.
you just want to sing every day, you can learn how to sing in no time. Like it's just technique.
Y'all heard it here.
No, real talk.
Hope is giving out.
Like real talk, bro. Like anybody, just like if I really, I'm one of those people who like, where it's like, I believe that I can do anything, bro. I
Mm,
believe, bro,
yeah.
that I may not be the most skilled basketball or football player, but give me a year or two to work with the best
Yeah.
and really lock in, and I'm
Hmm.
gonna be out there on that court or on that field. Real
Yeah.
talk. Like I just believe that anything I put my mind to 100%, you can never convince me I can't do. Yeah, I can get involved in robotics today, and they're like, "Yo, you need to learn this in 6 months." If I'm really locked in, I learn it in 5.
That is
You know what I'm
that is
saying?
uh that is
But
beautiful.
it all goes in. It's not just me, bro.
Yeah.
You got the same thing. We all got the same thing. That's the thing. That see, this is where it gets. This is where it starts to get biblical, where the God in me start coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Spit.
Where like it says, bro, like in Genesis, bro, and I said this on my social media. If we made in God's image, ain't nothing mediocre about us. So we say, hey, if God is saying the world is your dominion, like you
Hmm.
have dominion over the world and everything in it, that means it's nothing that's off limits for me.
Yeah.
Whether it's career, money, finances, materialistic things, ain't nothing off limits for me.
Hmm.
Why would I restrict myself and say, "Oh, you too old, you can't learn how to sing. Oh, you can't start no podcast, bro. Ain't nobody ever did that. Oh, you can't be no real successful singer, bro. Ain't nobody ever did that." Why would I do that if my father ain't say that?
Wow.
Well, why would I do that to myself? You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So in the midst of like I said, dealing with fear, fear, I start to condition my brain the more I get older and more, seasoned within the fear topic,
Hmm.
where I start to realize fear is not of God, dog. Anything that requires being anxious, fear, tense, it's like, bro, that it, it's either one or two things you can do with that feeling, bro.
Yeah.
You can either say, I can't do it and I'm about to veer away from it. Or you can take that as this is a perfect opportunity to overcome what I think I can't do.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always ran with. This is a perfect opportunity for me to be that person to create the craziest moment where the quarterback throw the ball and then Odell reach back and catch it with 3 fingers
Yeah.
on some last minute stuff. That's how I look at fear. Where it's like, I'm nervous, but this is a perfect opportunity for me to hit the cleanest high note that the crowd did not expect. And this will be an amazing movie story at the end of the day.
Mm.
It's like that shy kid that overcome, and then he pop out coming walking through the crowd singing "Oh Happy Day" and Sister Acts. Have you seen that movie yet?
Yeah.
And then he when Jesus and he do that super high note, and it's like,
Everybody
whoa,
turned
what is
around.
that?
Yeah.
But he was the scariest dude. You know what I'm saying? I look at everything as a moment like that, bro. Where it's like you can either give up and go in the corner and cry about it for a lifetime, or this can be the moment where you literally do something that will be such a great bone chilling moment in a movie.
Okay. Okay. And I appreciate you for saying that. Uh, because I think at a time I was just a person that would just shy away from it.
Mhm.
You know, um, I really had a fear of judgment.
Mm.
Now, where that comes from, in its totality, I'm still seeking through that. But I think that's what's like held me back for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think I never really had like much pushback on a lot of things that I was doing growing up.
Mm-hmm.
My parents kind of just like let me do whatever. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like if I didn't want to do something, they didn't. Nah, you gonna. It was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wish I had like that. Like, nah, you should do this.
Yeah.
Um, because like, there were times, and I'm not gonna say I regret this stuff because I can always go back to it. Like even when it comes to like playing instruments,
Yeah.
like there was such a fear of judgment. Had I known what I knew now, who knows where I would be. But then again, like I kind of thank God for where I'm at because this is who I am, and then I'm also still becoming. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I still have the opportunity to
Facts.
grow, and so I sometimes wrestle with those thoughts, like what would have happened. And I try not to get too caught up into it, but the human in me, still thinks about that stuff.
Yeah.
But I think what you said is really good in terms of like taking that fear and thinking about or being really optimistic about the other side
Mm-hmm.
of what could happen.
Yeah.
That magnificent, that the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
think that's a really um good thing that you have.
Thank you,
Um
bro.
uh you know.
And I will say, I will add to that and say, even 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 the spirit of being optimistic or confident, I feel like that's even a gift from God, bro.
Mm,
It's nothing that I obtain on my own that makes me just so greater than anybody or anything like that. Even having the opportunity to even switch a situation around, that's not me.
really?
You know what I'm saying? Like the bro, see, this is the crazy thing that I realize about the body, bro. The human, the human itself is so flawed, bro. So rebellious. They want to
Mm,
do everything it's not supposed to do. If they feel uncomfortable, it's easy to walk away from it, bro.
yeah.
If they want to eat all the junk food because it's pleasing, temporary satisfaction, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
satisfying
satisfy, you know what I'm trying to, yeah,
satisfaction.
satisfaction. They want to it wants to do everything it's not supposed to do. So the second it feels uncomfortable, the second it feels like it has to fast, the second it feels like it has to get on stage, even though real breakthrough could come from that moment, it wants to veer away from anything that can grow. And that is what makes us flawed as humans and why we need God every single day. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the ones who do get gifted with that confidence, bro, I feel like that's something that we can all ask God for. That's not
Mm,
something that is like, oh, they was just born that way and they just wasn't. Yeah, that could be true, but these are all gifts. Some people got a little bit more than others, but I feel like that's something you can ask God about.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, God, give me more confidence. Like if there's a fine line between, and the reason why I feel like people probably don't say that as much
Mm,
is because a lot of people get confidence mixed up with cockiness. There's a
mm.
fine line between the two, bro.
And what's that fine line?
The fine line is that I am confident in who I am and who God made me to be, and what I contribute to whatever I'm doing. Cockiness is ain't nobody better than me. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like, ain't nobody the best or the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Even if we look at Michael Jackson and we all say Michael Jackson is the greatest, he gonna say James Brown was.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
Fred Astaire was. He ain't even gonna say himself he's the best himself.
Yeah.
So that just shows you that nobody's the best at nothing. I'm just confident in what I do and what I can contribute to this. I'm not. That's why I say it's a fine line. So because people don't understand that there's a fine line, people don't have enough guts to go to God and be like, give me confidence, Father, give me wisdom, give me courage, make me brave, give me, you know what I'm saying? But I feel
Mm,
like that's actually something we should rehearse every day. The reason why I think that's something we should rehearse and say every day is because we face so many things on a day-to-day basis that takes confidence
yeah.
and not being scared.
Yeah.
You doing what you're doing right now. This is a form of getting confidence from God and the courage to come and sit down right here and just make it happen.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud you for this, bro. Real talk, man.
I would say I see your POV
Go ahead.
on that, but for myself,
Let me talk. Yeah.
it was one of those things where it's just like, um, I just had to get over the fear. Like I said, I had two confirmations just this weekend
Mm-hmm.
about it, um, and at some point, I think I need to like begin to forgive myself because it's not like I want to be, well, I want to be seen as forgiven by others, and I think it starts with me. But
Mm-hmm.
I've had people, bro, do this, bro, just do it, bro, just do it, bro, just do it, you included,
Yeah.
and then the other thing was like, well, and I hate to be this way, but like I started to see you post more, and I was like, wow, okay, like
Yeah.
this is different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's a different thing to like actually just be scrolling and oh Jerome Dillard like,
Right.
and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And so it's like not if you could do it, I could, but basically like I
Yeah.
could be here. You know what I'm
Real talk.
saying? And so the other confirmation was there was an interview with a guy named Ron Sterling and Devon Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Now Ron is a guy that I've known because he would take pictures with Pastor Kyle. Like he
Mm-hmm.
would take his pictures.
Yeah.
And I got to work with him here before. Ron's an amazing person.
Shout out to Ryan.
Really amazing, super creative. And just to see his growth and everything that he has said was just like, okay, all right. Like there was a point at a time where they had was like in the midst of the podcast and it was like, yeah, if you say that you're gonna be creative, go and create right now. Make a reaction to this right now. Pause the video, go and do it.
Yeah.
A few hours later, I did make the reaction. The reaction should be coming today.
Come on.
Nonetheless, that was that. Then Pastor Kyle comes Sunday and speak about um, just not delaying
Yeah.
certain things that God has given to us. Imagine if Mary had delayed Jesus, would we still be in the same place? And I'm paraphrasing, right?
Right. Right.
But that was a situation that didn't make sense. Right now this kinda doesn't make sense for me, but for
Yeah.
me what I'm getting out of it is if I'm supposed to be obedient to this, then it's not supposed to make sense to me right now,
Right.
you know
Right.
and I've gotten myself out of a place of just like worrying about what the numbers would be like, or if people's gonna like it, or if I say something that may be displeasing. I think that was another thing that I was also like, I don't know, because like
Mm-hmm.
on the journey that I'm on, it's tough right now for us.
Yeah.
It's really tough right now for us in terms of like the Christian walk.
Oh yeah.
Being young, being black, being Christian
Yeah.
right now is tough. And it's tough just because you're dealing with the human. You gotta kill the flesh every day.
Yeah.
That's a battle in itself. But then when
Yeah.
you turn around to social media and you got people who I feel are disingenuous, people who make mockery of it,
Yeah.
um, people uh, who are still finding their way through this space,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a tough thing just to live through on your day to day. And so I didn't want to be the Christian dude that was just wilding out,
Right.
or I didn't want my past to be brought up too much. But I've accepted like even if that's to happen, there's nothing that I could do about that. I've already put that stuff out in the world, and
Right.
I would be forgiven at some point.
Right.
And so, um, I wanted to go into how has it been for you being Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just start there. How has that been for you?
Man.
Like with everything that I just threw on the table,
Yeah.
how has just operating, or how are you operating?
Mm-hmm.
I'm making it too loaded. How's your walk with God right now, man?
Yeah. You know what, man? That's always one of those questions that it gets so deep, man. Um, my walk with God right now, me and God have a stronger relationship than we've had ever in the previous years. And I'm also realizing that the importance on talking to God
Mhm.
every day, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't mean just when you get up and pray and then go to sleep and pray.
Uh huh.
Like I mean throughout the day, because the mind be going, bro. The mind be going, bro. And I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like being involved in music and being who I am and who I'm growing to be from the grace of God, it comes with some different type of demons, bro.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That people don't talk about because it's like, oh, look, don't talk about that. But it's like, no, man, like God is very aware. Like,
yeah,
it's like just because you're sensitive to the topic don't mean I can't talk about it if I'm okay, with
and
talking about it.
and yeah, that's a great place to be because that's where eventually I want to get to. Because I don't want to be judgmental, but I do want to challenge.
Yeah.
There's a lot out there that um I want to. I don't want to just be the guy looking for smoke, but I do want to get myself studied enough, and to know of enough to have a stronger relationship
Yeah.
to be able to challenge people because like they be talking crazy on God,
Yeah.
not understanding, I try not to take certain things personal because my experience with God is my experience, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I want to be able to show people that, what I'm saying, God has worked in my life, God can work in your life. God is the best God ever. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like he's God, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's everything for me.
Yeah.
And I be wanting to help people to get there. Like I think I have been running from the whole evangelist thing for quite some time. Like
Hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna be pastor, but
Yeah.
I do believe there's a word in me that I need to share.
I
And
think
so
so.
that's also what I'm here to do too.
Yeah.
Um but back to your journey, right?
Yeah.
Praying every day, talking to God every day, the mind be going.
Yeah. Well, I will say to add on to what you were saying, it's different ways to evangelize, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm realizing too this year, really, where it's like you don't have to be the pastor. Sometimes you need to be the college professor that knows the word and you telling some of your students about it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be the police officer or the singer or the nurse. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different positions. It just, there's certain words and certain, deeper words of people that have deeper understanding that he put to certain people to be pastor, to be this. That's why I love Kyle so much, man, because, you know, for him to be the age that he is, for us to be within the same age group, you know what I'm saying? The word of God don't have no age on it, bro. You can have a 12-year-old pull up on you and say something, and it's like, whoa, I ain't think
Yeah.
about that. You know what I'm saying? So all of that to say is that, yeah, I do feel like this is a form that you can evangelize in, that people will listen to you. They will specifically listen to you and how you say it because they think like you and they
Yeah.
talk how you talk. Feel
Yeah.
me? So
It was broken down to me like this. You got to think that you're not the only person, and I'm quoting roughly Ron. You're not the only person that's going through this. If you think about it, whereas 80 million people in the world, or 80 million Americans, or however it was put,
mhm,
if you at least get 8% of those people, that's
yeah,
8 million people.
crazy.
That's 8 million people that you possibly could be reaching, that possibly could be listening.
Yeah,
And even if it's not 8 million people, it's 8,000. That's still
that's
a
still crazy.
significant amount of people.
Real talk.
And so, like, you know, I'm I'm doing the best that I can.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Every day to, just be better. You know what I'm saying? Do something that I haven't done yesterday.
yeah.
Uh
I will say, and just to continue that question that you asked, the walk that you have with God on a day-to-day basis, being a black man, Christian man, things like that. I will say, bro, the devil does not like unity. Okay,
mhm.
like being black, being Christian is one thing. Being black, being Christian, being married, having kids is another thing.
Okay. Talk
Being
about it.
black, being Christian, being married, having kids, and having a rapidly growing music career is another thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and I wanted you to get into that a bit because, like I said, in terms of the rebrand, I really wanted to like give. I don't know if I've seen this and if it's out there, man. Shouts out to all of you people who are, um, supporting dads, doing for dads, telling dads, good things. But I wanted to give you guys different perspectives from different dads, different people that I admire that is around me, and who holds great values. And so like let's get into that.
Yeah.
That's a part of even your walk with Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's for me, it's been so different because I'm in such a space where I feel like my growth is being demanded. For so long I could like sit on it, and I've realized that I've been sitting in disobedience for so long.
Mm.
And some days it affects me more than others,
Right.
but I still know that my growth is being demanded. And so there's a lot of growing pains that go into that. And the way that I deal with that is I've started to accept the small wins.
Mm.
So
Come on.
doing going about things differently now than I would have a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago,
Yeah.
like that's a win for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I used to vape really bad,
Yeah.
and vape was a crutch from like weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got into like stuff like that real bad. And so that's not something that I run to anymore.
Right.
And I think, my willpower, but I thank God for just allowing me to have that willpower, because some people on it bad.
Right.
And I can see how you could be on it bad, because there were days I was really withdrawing.
Yeah.
I was really moody. I was really irritable. I remember just being up pacing.
Yeah. Facts.
And I've grown to a place to where it's like I'm cool on it. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I can figure out some other ways to like release, and that's just a piece of my walk. But like,
Yeah.
while my growth is being demanded, do you also feel like your growth is being demanded
Oh
every day
yeah.
because you're a husband, because
Oh
you're a
yeah.
father?
Man, man, see my stuff. See, bro. That's a
Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, man.
that's a crazy topic, man. Because see, when
Rome,
people,
Rome, I told you, I God had been downloading it to me for like days, and I told you, like, Rome.
like
I've been
you
holding
hitting it.
back. I've been holding back,
Hey,
but let's
no
let's go.
facts. Hey, we here now, man. I'm gonna say it, bro. Like you know, like just being within the industry, bro. Adult entertainment. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? A lot of people want to stay away from that, especially as men.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about it. Feel me? Because it's too touchy. You
Now,
know what
when
I'm
you say they
saying?
want to stay away from it, what do you mean? Like family?
When I say that, they want to veer away from it in the midst of conversation and talking about holding themselves accountable. Right? It's a hard pill to swallow for most. You may have a completely different outlook. You know what I'm saying? But
Clarify that for
I
me real
will.
quick.
I will. So when we talk about walks and we talk about
Okay.
certain things that we demand, God has been demanding us with, and certain things like that, I feel like the thing that God has been specifically demanding me with from the background that I come from is adult entertainment,
Mm.
right? And my dad, granddads, cousins, uncles, everybody is just super cool, okay. It's just a man. This is what men do. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I have always had a solid conviction that is like, yeah, this is what we do as growing teens, as men, but this is not okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say this is because the energy that it takes away from you to
Mm.
do what really matters is it starts to become detrimental after a while.
Yeah.
Where it's like, bro, you are literally setting yourself back, bro,
Hmm.
from doing things that you could be using better use of your time to do. So if you didn't waste that time, you could have been doing this. And that is just the specific thing that I feel like God is really honing in on me. Whereas like me doing music and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but me being attractive to the eye to women and to the
Sometimes you
world.
got to be honest about
Yeah,
that.
that's
Like,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's just the truth, you know. And it's like when you making music, R&B songs that
also pause. I'm not trying to say Rome is attractive. I'm saying myself is attractive.
yeah.
Also, to my love, I'm not saying that I'm just selling myself. I'm just saying I know that I'm attractive. Love, I love you.
Real talk. Hey, real talk. Hey, man, we some attractive guys. You feel me? But yeah, bro, it's like doing that type of thing, music and things like that. You have some crazy comments and stuff, and people and energy that come your way that's unwarranted.
Mm,
And it's like, as a
that
man,
is so facts.
real talk.
I've experienced that once with some reels, um, maybe like a year or two ago,
Yeah.
and like the attention from it was so crazy. It's almost, and I can see how people get wrapped up in this stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like it's because I don't even know how I want to get into it. But at
Right.
that time, I was in a different
Real
situation.
talk.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at the DMs. I'm like, who is these people?
Real
You know what I'm
talk.
saying? And they will come at you like all type of ways. And you
Just
like,
they no filter. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that I've been in a conviction. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But
mhm,
with like, just I want to be the person that speak and just tell the real. A
yeah,
lot of people like to mask stuff up, cover stuff. Oh, you got a wife, you got kids, you got this. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real. I love my wife to death.
yeah,
I love my wife. We've been with each other since we were 16. You know what I'm
almost
saying?
10 years
Almost
or
10
10 plus
years.
years.
10 plus years, actually. Well, it'll be 10 years next year
How,
officially when
how
I'm
long have y'all been
26.
married?
We've been married almost 6 years.
Jeez.
So when I say what I'm saying, this is nothing that we haven't already discussed throughout the point of time.
Mhm.
So we're both comfortable in
I
this
think that's a
topic.
conversation I need to go and have
Yeah.
because yeah,
Look, hold on. Let me say this though. But this is a conversation that we talk about because when you with somebody so young, you have to grow with them. And
right.
it's a point when you young where pornography, everything's just the norm, bro. This is just what we do. Like as teens, as dudes, bro. This is just what we do. But then you get older and get to a point and say, bro,
I
your
can't do that
life
no
is
more.
going to different levels, bro.
Yeah.
Different demons is approaching. You can't make yourself that open like that because you will fall for anything, my boy. And then you won't have no family. You won't have no, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the truth. So I feel like right now, I'm most convicted on that in my life,
Hmm.
where it's like, I feel like that is something that we don't talk about as men. And we need to talk about that more. How the devil will not come with horns and a tail, but he'll come in the red dress. Feel me? And that's how a lot of us is falling and failing as Christian men. And we could be seeking God, families, women, marriage, kids, but we not aware of the lady in the red dress that sneaks around
Yeah.
in disguise. That don't got to be an actual girl approaching you. That could be a DM. That could be too much attention on a post. That could be you getting off a stage and everybody want to take pictures and get hugs and you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro,
Because women will cross that line.
they will,
They
bro.
will cross that line,
Bro,
and I think I think there's a lot of things, even like work wise for me, like God didn't allow, or maybe I don't even know if I can say that, but
mm,
I had to be ready for certain things because like there was a portion of me in some situations that I've recently experienced that the old me, the gab, the gift
right,
of gab
right,
would have been going crazy.
right.
And I've really been in a new space in this season where it's like, nah, that ain't it.
It's
And for
not.
so many other reasons. One, the love of my life,
Yeah,
the
real
love of
talk.
my life. But then, also just, I'm a Christian man. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
like, nah, I'm good on that. You know what
real
I'm saying?
talk.
Like, I don't even want to like insert myself in that type of space because like, I'm damning God almost, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
and that's not something that I want to have on my psyche. That's
that's
not
it.
something I want to put my body through. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? Like, yeah, you cool, yeah, you look nice, but I'm good.
Right. It's bro, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of dudes don't know how to do that though. And that's why we have to talk about this more. Because a lot of dudes what
And I wanted to say I want to give y'all a solution also. Some of the solution that I've come is or I've come to is having community. Community can and will ground you.
facts.
And sometimes community can be an annoyance, but I think that's just a part of community. And you need to pray for people who are gonna be there for you I've prayed for my community more than I've had because I believe that, I put them through so much. But just for them to be able to go through what they've gone through with me is truly a blessing from God. And if I didn't have them in my life, who knows where I would be.
Right.
Men, you need community. Men, you need people that are going to question you about the things that you're doing to keep you accountable. That is one of the ways accountability works. Somebody asks you, hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you getting into? You letting your community know, hey, this is what's going on. I'm going here, X, Y, and Z, yada, 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 just so people know what's going on.
That's
A lot
all.
of times we isolate ourselves, and the only person we're accountable to is ourselves, or at least we think that.
Right.
And you're affecting so many other people.
Right.
And the other thing that I've come to realize is your community is also human,
Yeah.
and sometimes there's only so much that they could take.
Real talk.
And God gives us grace and mercy. People
Yeah.
may not be as forgiving,
Yeah.
and so you can't use and abuse your community either.
Right.
That's another thing.
Facts. Real talk. Yeah, man. And yeah, it's just it's a creating community is definitely a solution. And I
Did you
think
have one?
and I well, I would say my community is yeah, my friend.
Well, not just community, but in terms of a solution when it comes to not falling into the a
Yeah.
trap of like adult entertainment. If you're
Yeah.
saying we're not having these conversations,
Yeah.
what would be your point of view of a solution?
The thing that's helping me the most, all right, and I say helping, I didn't say helped with an ed, feel me? What's
Yep.
helping currently today is when I realize, bro, that the more that I think about what I don't want to do, we do.
Right.
Think about what you want to do with
It's
your
like
time.
a law of attraction
It is.
almost.
It's the law. It's literally in Romans 7:14 through 25, bro. Have you ever read it?
Probably not. That's real. But you know your pastor gonna say something to you.
Oh yeah.
Where your book at, man?
Oh yeah. No facts.
Where your book?
Facts. Well, let me just
I ain't
read
even
this
got
real
mine with
fast.
me while I'm trying
Real
to journal.
fast. It says Romans 7:17 through 25. I ain't going, but it says, take some time with me. It says, as it
Mhm.
is no longer I myself who do it, but it is the sin living in me. For I know that good itself does not dwell in me, that is in my sinful nature. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. For
Mhm.
I do not do the good I want to do, but I do the evil I do not want to do. This I keep doing. Now, if I do what I do not want to do, it is no longer who do it, but it's the sin living in me that does it. So I find the law at work. Although I want to do good, evil is right there with me. For in my inner being, I delight in God's law, but I see another law at work in me, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin at work within me.
Mhm.
What a wretched man I am. Who will rescue me from this body that
Mhm.
is subject to death? Thanks be to God who delivers me through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then I say myself in my mind, am I a slave to God's law? But in my sinful nature, a slave to the law of sin. So that being said, when I understand, hey, you're gonna want to do everything you're not supposed to do, bro. Feel me?
Mm.
You of course you want to do that. Of course you want to eat that. Of
Yeah.
course. But because of the Holy Spirit that lives inside of me, right?
Mhm.
Man does not live off of just food. And I take that as not just food. I take that in my own brain and say, men don't live off of just food alone. They need the Holy Spirit, they need God. But I take that off. Men don't just need entertainment alone to
Yeah.
live. Men don't just need food alone. Men don't just need materialistic things alone to live. Men don't just need money alone to live. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I put everything into that. And I say, think about what you want to do right now
Yeah.
versus what your body is telling you to do right now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's what's helping me right now. Hey, you're supposed to be you know that it's the most beneficial for you to record 5 videos right now,
Yeah.
but something's pulling you to do the complete opposite. Maybe don't think about what your body want to do.
Right.
Think about what you want to do. What do you want to do in this time? What would you like to accomplish today? Do it. If I tell you right now, don't think about a pink elephant. Right. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I say I don't want to do this, I don't want to waste time, I don't want to eat fast food today because I don't want to. And then as the time go on, you just find yourself wasting time thinking about what you about to eat, and then you probably end up eating a pizza anyways. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is what's helping me right now for a solution is realizing I am not good by myself. I need God every single day. And think about the stuff that I want to do instead of what my body wants to do. What does the spirit know is more beneficial to do in this time than to just go with the flow? Feel me? And every single time I practice that, sometimes I may fail, sometimes I may go on a winning streak, sometimes I may go on a straight losing streak. Feel
Yeah.
me? Like what's going on? But the thing that keep picking me up, right, is when I realize that right there. What do I want to do? And I know I'm not God. I can never be perfect. I'm not Jesus. I need his help every day. That's what it boils down to. So that's the solution. Understand that whatever you're dealing with that's bad, that you're struggling with, your body is always going to want to do it, bro. This is not your battle, doc. This is a battle that was developed before you were even here. Take that weight off of your shoulders, man. Don't think about that. Whatever that is, vaping, whatever that, this was already pre-written that this will be made against you ahead of time, before time even existed. Take that burden off of your shoulders and give it to God. What do you need to do right now, bro? We need to record this podcast, dog. Feel me? So people can hear this episode.
Rome is cooking. Oh my gosh. I think that was super beautiful. That was a beautiful moment. Um,
Man,
that takes it's not too simple, but that at least takes the discipline to read that. And I'm sure you've read it many times to, be of understanding of that.
mm,
Because sometimes, you know, we struggle reading our Bibles, and sometimes we struggle overthinking it, overthinking what it says.
yeah,
And that's very plain.
yeah,
This stuff is here.
real plain.
It's here. Why it's here, right? I think that's something, for each of us to go to God to, and tr- you know ask for understanding. But at the end of the day, just know that it's there.
Yeah,
I think once you become no longer ignorant of certain things, you now live up of a place of like understanding, and be easier to yourself.
right.
And just as God gives us that grace and mercy, you can also give yourself that grace and mercy.
Facts.
And so that helped me.
Yeah.
That helped me because I,
Help
I
me too.
was I was in that cycle, like, for days, or for years, actually. I've been like, oh, I gotta lose the weight.
Hmm.
Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that, instead of just going to work out.
Right.
And also with this, oh, I gotta record. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that, instead of just doing it.
Facts.
And like I said, I do believe there is a decision that you do have to make.
Yeah.
Even in that, there's a decision. Do
Yeah.
I want to be the slave to, God, or, living within God's will,
Yeah.
or do I want to be a slave to my sin?
Right. Real talk.
And even that is something that you should be honest with God with. God, this feels good. And
Yeah.
I believe
Come on.
that, God will continue to like steer you, you know what I'm saying, in the right way, or at least put it in front of you, because we all got the choice of free will
Yeah.
to make decisions.
Yeah.
And so, wow,
Yeah.
wow,
Wow.
wow.
Crazy.
That is something. So that's how the journey is going.
Man, that's how it's going, man. It's an everyday fight until it's not. Until we go back home, man.
Joe.
It's an everyday fight. And the fight should get the fight should I'm a firm believer that the fight should get easier
Yeah.
as time go on, you know. And it's not that it gets easier because it literally gets easier. It's because God built you up to be strong, so strong that it feels easy. You
Wow.
know, not that you get weaker and that it really gets easier, but no. It's like one day you lift 50 pounds and you're like, bro, this is super heavy, but it's you that gets stronger and continuously do 50 pounds and then fluctuate from 50 to 60 to 70. And then you go back to 50 and you're like, bro, 50 is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get weaker. We just get stronger, man. And like,
So are you saying in terms of right of what we're speaking, are you saying you read that verse multiple times or do you read it multiple times?
no, I really just, that just came to me like 2 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like I've already felt that way,
Hmm.
but God gave me the actual scripture that shows how I already been feeling 2 days ago. Literally. Didn't
Wow.
even know I was gonna say that here. Didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm not anybody that's gonna be on the show. I'm not giving you nothing. I didn't give Rome nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of myself, because I had notes and everything. I had it all outlined and everything, and
Yeah.
it's just flowing.
Yeah. Real talk.
It's just flowing. Like I was like, I don't even know what we gonna talk about. Like, what do I even gotta say?
Right. Those be the best conversations, bro, when stuff just pop out of nothing. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just whatever the room, whatever we feeling, whatever the vibe is.
But like I said, it's conversation that I think is needed. I think there is a dad 20 to 40,
Yeah.
18 to 40. You know what I'm saying? There's a man or even a woman that wants the perspective. You know what I'm saying? I've I've been watching Kurt Franklin's the Den of Lions or the Den of Kings or something like that. And a lot of times I look in the comments and you see comments from women who are like thanking him for just having a different perspective
Mm.
because they don't see life the way that we do.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing. Um, like I want to give such a unique perspective on like, well, obviously you have a unique perspective because you're you, but like I just wanted to be myself so much that it's something that people haven't gotten in this way,
Right.
and I'm happy to be here right now. Like I'm ecstatic,
Man, come
um,
on, bro.
and it's I gotta figure out some of the formatting of it, especially when it comes to the editing and stuff, because I'm using a new software.
Yeah.
However, I think that what am I saying?
Mm.
I think that it'll be good either way. However this goes, I think everything will be good.
Facts.
Like everything should be fine. There should be we just gonna hope,
Right. We
and if
just
not, we gonna embark on another conversation.
real talk, bro. That's all we can do, bro. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Is keep just putting shots up, dog, until it click, click, click. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
well, because I recently had I think I told you the other day I recently recorded for like over an hour, and my mic died.
Oh, word. No, you ain't tell me that.
Yeah, the reaction video that I recorded over the weekend, my
That's
mic
crazy.
died
That's
halfway
crazy.
through it, and when I realized, I was like, oh.
All right.
So then I was like, maybe it's not dying. No, my mic died for like 30 minutes.
Dang.
And so I got the video with no audio.
Sheesh.
And so I think I'm gonna just record over the parts that have no sound instead of doing it all over.
Right.
But
That's what you got to do.
nonetheless, I'm in a place to where I'm just putting it out. That's my journey right now.
Just putting it out.
Just producing
Real talk.
and not
That's where
making
I'm
it
at.
too difficult, not making it too hard. And I think that even just goes into let's connect it. Just my journey with God. Just read the book.
Facts.
Just pray.
Facts.
Just talk to God. Just hey God, today is today in, or
Right.
I'm feeling this way today, but I'm gonna just keep moving forward. I'm gonna just keep being as positive as I can be. I'm thankful for you giving me another day. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? There was something. Uh, I think it was just yesterday,
Mm.
or well, no, it was a conversation that I was listening in on, and I think it went. This person was taken out, but you was given another day,
Right.
and that really struck me, and it took me in like two different ways because like some people are like, oh well, why was that person? But you never know if that was predestined for them.
Right.
Like you never know where they are. You just hope that they was in right standing with God to, what I'm saying, to be there, no
Yeah.
matter what age they were.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? Sometimes we look at certain things as cruel, but maybe that was when God was like, all right, you come on home.
Yeah.
All right, you did everything that I needed you to do.
Right.
I needed you to do because just come on. The other people that still got stuff to do, they still got stuff to do, and
Simple as
and
that.
You know what I'm saying? And I was given another day because there's stuff that I still have to do.
Right.
You know,
That's a
like
crazy thing to think about, man.
it is. And that's another thing to be appreciative of and thankful of because, another thing that I gotten from Ron's podcast or Devon's podcast that he had Ron on,
Mhm.
uh, my dream didn't die. You know, your dream dies when you do.
Crazy.
My dream still has room to be. It still has room to grow
Facts, though.
because I'm not gone.
Sheesh.
Because who's
Crazy.
to say that my ideas that I'm supposed to put out into the world is put out the way that I'm supposed to do it?
Right. Right.
I'm still here. I'm still giving it another chance. So, we might as well make something shake and see what happens.
That's the beautiful thing about creation, bro, and about people is that everybody have their own specific touch. Where it's like you can have McDonald's can be McDonald's, bro, but Kane still exists and
Mhm.
Kane slap. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool.
No, what? It's cool. Kane.
No, I'm lying.
Kane's over McDonald's, bro.
No.
You think Kane slap? You don't think Kane
No, no,
slap
no,
more
no, no,
than?
no, no. Well, maybe I'm thinking of it backwards.
Yeah.
I would eat Canes over McDonald's.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. So, right. So what I'm saying is that it don't matter who they call the biggest, the smallest, like corporations. There's always somebody who has an idea of a fast food restaurant that gives their own take on it. That
Yeah,
makes it
like
very unique and specific
shout
and
out to my
special.
boy Sean, Honesty Wings. Hey, be honest, Sean, I'm after you. We gonna have you at the table, man.
Come on, man.
We gonna have you at the table. And hey, shout out to Honesty Wings, Visionaire Don. He be changing his name so much, so I'm gonna just shout him out. Honesty Wings, Visionaire Don. I think he got a page with his girl Deja and Don. It's a lot going on, but
Come on.
shout out to y'all.
That's what's up.
Shout
That's
out
what's
to
up.
y'all, man.
Yeah, but all that to say, yeah, bro, like, you making content, you doing what you're doing. It could be 1,000 other people doing what you're doing, but it's one you, bro. It's
Yeah.
one you that's gonna say things how you say it, look how you look, express your feelings how you express your feelings, bro. And that is enough to start. That's enough to just do.
Yeah.
That's enough to just see it through. You know what I'm saying? Like if people get fixated, like, oh, I don't want to sing, it's a million singers. That's the craziest reason not to move forward and making content.
Really.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
So what made you start to make content? Like what
Dax,
really?
Dax, bro. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Dax, bro. When I say Dax is a machine, this man is a machine that you can't even be surprised why he is where he is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Some people, you got a bunch of haters. It's like, oh, I don't understand who's Dax's core audience. I don't even understand. But it's like, no, man.
It gets a lot of views. I've looked at his
Man.
pages a few times.
Man, I'm talking he's in the hundreds of millions, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
On
Like,
YouTube
on YouTube.
and all of it.
So
TikTok,
I don't
Instagram.
Should I get a sauce? Oh, I don't want to get a sauce. I don't want to get a sauce. Should I get a sauce? I don't know.
Sauce for what?
I'm just about to give whoever watching the sauce on how to drop the content, bro. I was about to give y'all some sauce. All right, I'm gonna give y'all the sauce anyways. All right, bet it's exclusive.
Is Jerome gatekeeping us?
Hey, no, I ain't gatekeeping, but I was just making sure if you wanted me to get a sauce on your show, because I was about to get a sauce on my show, but I get a sauce.
If you want to give it on yours, by all means.
Okay,
I'm gonna react to it.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, bet.
I'll react
next
to
question. All right, next question.
it.
No. I will say though, Dax is the craziest dude because his efficiency as far as being able to produce videos so quick has allowed me to produce the videos that I'm producing because his idea behind it is that if you record a bunch of videos at one time and distribute them throughout time, no matter what the numbers do, you will always be in a consistent flow because if you making video day by day, it's harder for you to continue to do that if the numbers is not reflecting what you want them to reflect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a psychological game. You do 20 videos in one day, that's a 20 to 30 videos in 2 days or a weekend. You finish 10 videos a day in 3 days. Now you have a month's worth of content, at least dropping one video every single day versus I got to make a video today. Now we in tomorrow. Now I got to make time to make another one. but the video that you just posted yesterday didn't do the numbers that you wanted it to do. So now it kind of kills your site,
Your
your
psyche.
psyche on
Wow.
producing more. So that's one of the skills where it's like mass produce, take 48 hours and just produce whatever comes to mind in a mass quantity but quality at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And do it, bro. So like I would make, like one time, I say last month, I made 20 videos in one day, bro.
You may be changing my schedule a bit.
Yeah.
You may be changing my schedule a bit. That is
Like
crazy.
making 20 videos in one day, and you're not putting out all those videos in one day. It's like one video today, next day, and now you got a month worth of content, dog.
Yeah.
Where the more you keep posting on these social media sites and they see that you're using their apps, they will push you on their apps after a while, bro.
Okay.
Like people don't know that. They're just like, oh, well, they gotta be a super viral moment. Or it's no, if you keep using TikTok over and over and over again, they're going to open up the algorithm to you, bro.
That is so true because when I was doing gaming stuff, like the more that I was just posting it, there were just certain things that would just catch. It's just certain things that'll catch a audience of people, and when it happens, it just happens.
Yeah.
You really have no control over it unless you're like already so high up in the stratosphere. But like when you start now, you kind of just got to keep having it there,
Yeah.
and then something to catch. And once that'll catch, as long as you have I don't even know. As long as you have something for people to look at when they go and view your page,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna sustain it.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
And repurpose your content on all platforms. Cause it's some stuff like the God Loves Me remix that I made.
Mhm.
It did like a specific video did like 1,500 views on Instagram.
Yeah.
But then on TikTok it did 407,000.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say repurpose your content, bro. Don't just post on one platform. It could go viral on, or semi-viral, not viral, but you know what I'm saying?
Now, Rome, talk to me, man.
What's going on?
Are you getting paid yet
Yeah, I'm getting paid a couple
from
dollars.
from the social medias?
A couple dollars, yeah.
A couple dollars.
Not nothing life changing, but
Nah. Are
couple,
you?
yeah, like maybe a couple $100.
That's something.
It's something, but it ain't paying no rent or nothing. Like,
All right. So now, when it comes to stuff like that, like
uh-huh.
how has that made you feel in terms of actually seeing the stuff that you're posting aid you benefit, aid you resources?
Wait, say it one more time.
Now that you're in a space where you are able to monetize,
Yeah.
how has you
Mm-hmm.
now that you're in a space to monetize, how has that like felt? Like how does it feel? I post on Instagram and I've made $10 from it. When you used to post on Instagram and make zero.
Right. It actually feel good because it give you that thing where it's like now you want to grind harder because you know that you can make money from it. So it goes from posting 3 times, 4 times a week, a month. I mean, I'm sorry, I said a week.
Mhm.
You posting 4 times a month to now you posting 4 times a week. And then it gets to a point where I'm posting 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Feel me? Where some people that's really making money, that really monetize off of their stuff, these people's posting 16 times a day, 20 times
Jeez.
a day. They treat social media as a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where the most beneficial social media platform that paid me the most so far was like, I'm gonna keep it real. It's been like monthly subscriptions, like Patreon.
How has that been?
That's been good, bro. Like, I mean, you get a couple $100 from the Patreon that you know that's gonna come in, bro. That's like a lifesaver after a while. Cause like, and I don't cash it out right away. I just be letting it build up.
Mhm.
So it's just like you let it build up, and one day it's a rainy day, and you just like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm running low. I need some money. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Feel me? And then you look at the Patreon, and they be like, bro, you got $1,000 in there. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. This
Make
is
you feel better, don't it?
like this is a couple months of just not taking nothing out, just like almost treating it like a bank. Like whoever subscribed, it just staying there. I'm not quick to pull it out because my bread and butter these days, bro, is like engineering, songwriting. People pay me to come up to the studio. Yo, I need you to help me write the song. I got a budget for you. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
pay for you to be here. That's where really what the bread and butter is today. And the crazy thing is about that, by the way, is that I'm not even the biggest songwriter in the world yet, and I get that type of treatment. So these are blessings from God,
So
bro.
you saying you taking care of your family?
Yeah,
You're taking care of your family.
yeah,
You're taking care of your family.
yeah.
Thank God for that.
Thank God for that, right? Hey, thank you, Jesus, for that, man. But I don't like to be the person who make it seem like it's all peaches and cream, though. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's with anything. I've learned with anything, especially with like my most recent job. I really had to like had a attitude adjustment because like I was complaining so much about the job
Mhm.
until like the job wasn't there no more, and I was like, I kind of
Right.
needed this
Real
job.
talk. Real
We,
talk.
we sometimes it's so easy to have like a poor mentality about certain things,
Yeah.
and I've realized nothing is perfect.
Nothing.
Nothing is perfect. Nothing is gonna be just too easy. Now there just are those one-off situations, but in life, issues, problems, stresses, things are gonna happen. Things aren't always gonna be your way,
Right.
and you just have to like have the best attitude about it. And so, no, I'm not saying it's glitz and glam, but
Yeah.
it's a blessing
It's a
to
blessing.
be
No,
able
it
to do
is.
something that you love and you
It
passionate
is.
about, and your
Facts.
family good.
Facts.
Then y'all just move.
Yeah. We moved like what? 10 minutes up the street. Yeah.
Y'all got a car, right?
We got two cars.
Yeah, two cars.
Yeah.
The kids straight, right?
Oh yeah,
They
that's
got
it.
kids. They got clothes, right?
Of course.
They having Christmas, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Right.
Oh man. Like I've really, had to, like I said, really had to have an attitude adjustment because like, you know, sometimes we downplay some of the things that God has blessed us to
We
have,
do.
and like
Yeah.
there's like I said, there are one-off situations where it's peaches and creams, it's rainbows or whatever. What
Yeah.
it's great, but sometimes you are given things to take care of yourself, and you got to be appreciative of that because
True.
it's rough.
Yeah. No, real talk. It really is. And I'll just add and say, I'm super appreciative. The only reason why I made the comment I made is because I would hate to be an individual that sit here and act like I just got all the money in the world and I'm comfortable and sitting. No, I gotta grind and figure out how this about to happen. Like, God, you gotta show me the way. Cause I ain't make no money in a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I need something.
yeah,
And always, I'm talking always, there is an opportunity that comes out of nowhere where it's like, bro, when I literally say God carries me, bro,
yeah.
I take no, like, I can't even take credit for how my life, I don't even know how I got two cars. I'm gonna keep it real. I have no idea. It's like one day money just came and it was like, oh, we could put a down payment on that car. Like, how did that happen? Feel me? Like, and it's like it worked in our favor for ongoing payments later. It's like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't got the best credit in the world, bro. How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, my entire life is based off of when I say God is, I'm the mic and God is like this,
Yeah.
literally. I can't make this up. Where it's just like, bro, all I can really say is I literally told God, and I had this conversation. I said that if He continues to bless me, to bless the deepest desires that He knows that I have
Hmm.
about my life in general,
Yeah.
I will continue to spread the word and let them know I only got this because of Him. That was a promise I made to God.
That's dope.
And in return, He told me that I reach millions and millions of people um, for doing that. And like, I mean, millions and millions, hundreds of millions of people. And I've always held on to that, where it's just like, if you do everything that you know I desire, and I'm actually able to see it in my lifetime, I promise that I let everybody know I was not able to do this by myself. It was Jesus. It was God. It was just God. You know what I'm saying? And I can't lie, man. Everything about my life has been, it's not as fast as I want it to be, but
Yeah.
it's been going in that direction. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I believe it's gonna continue to go up there because I hold such a standard. I hold such a thing to God where it's like my mom told me one day where she was just like, same way how you hold me to stuff, hold God to stuff like that. When I
Mm.
was younger.
Yeah.
And she was like, same reason how you expect me, like you expect me to buy this for you or something. Do the same thing to God. Expect that God is gonna do what he said he gonna do.
Yeah.
And that kind of changed everything for me, where it's like, nah, man, like I kind of expect you to treat me like your baby, like your child. Like I need my car. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. Feel me? So I don't know how it's gonna happen, but Father, I need my car. Like I need it. Real talk. And it's like I'm going to believe wholeheartedly that it may not be today, but I'm about to begin, you know, I'm about to begin my stuff. Real talk. So I think when you kind of keep that, it's like God almost like when you do stuff like that because you're still talking to a God that you can't see. And I
Right.
feel like that's favor. He favors that. Where it's just like you really believe without seeing.
Yeah.
And I think when you put that type of accountability on him, he like, I love that. Like, let's cook. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he tapped in. So yeah, bro.
I think that's a great thing that you said, and that people needed to hear. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, and not feel bad about putting demands on God, and so like
yeah.
don't be afraid to speak to Him.
Facts.
Um, Continue to have your belief.
Yeah.
Um, Also, don't be so shocked when some of the things that you pray and ask for happen at a time.
Right.
Because sometimes it's unexpected, but you pray for it at some point, whether if it comes fast or slow, it happens.
Real talk.
And so I think that's important, man. And so, uh, Roma, I did check the time, man.
Yeah.
Uh, was there anything else that you wanted to leave with us? Do you think
um,
that you may return?
of course, bro. Of
Will
course,
you?
man. As many times as you need me to come up here, man, I'm
That's
always
crazy.
here, bro. Like the camera heard it. You know what I'm saying? If we both free, I
Yeah.
always love to just come up here and just talk and chop it up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the last message I want to leave is, just keep God first, man. Like, it's so just I don't know if it's in what's the word imperative or I don't know if that's the word. I'm trying to use words in the midst of sentences, but anyways, just keep God first. It's the most important thing that you can do, bro. Life is life. Materialistic things will come and go. Money will come and go. Money is not the root of all evil. The person who holds the money with a ruthless heart is what makes the money evil.
Mm,
We tell money what to do. And if we have a heart and we children of God, we can only multiply money to make it mean something.
yeah.
Because without us, money doesn't have a personality. It doesn't have a value until it comes in our hands. So make money. Go out, explore, start that business, start that idea that God gave you. Don't be afraid to make as much as you need to make from it. And don't veer away from that, man. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for finding a way to make a living from what God gave you to do or
Right.
gifted you to do. And yeah, man, I love y'all. And I just dropped a new single called Those Days Are Gone. So make sure, y'all go check that out too. Real
Hey,
talk.
man. Well, hey, it has been beautiful. Um, it's so crazy, man. Being worried about the ability to just flow, and it just flowed.
Man.
I was so nervous about the content of what we created or what we could create, but I believe this is a beautiful episode.
Oh yeah.
I believe people need it,
Facts.
and I can't wait till people hear it. And so, to all of you that are out there, whatever it is that God is placing on your heart to do, make sure you do. Some things we overcomplicate them and we get in our own way, and I know what that looks like from firsthand experience. For me, it was looking at fear from the other side in terms of the judgment, how people would look at me, how what people would think, instead of just doing it. And if there's correction, things can always be corrected. And that's really all I have. And so I really appreciate all of you. And until the next one, take care.